ride with me.
Boy, I hope you're not caught out there in that mess. Look at that traffic. It is just nuts watching people in orange vests and hard hats walk down the road as nothing is going on. That's right. I think they just want to show off how many cones they have. They're on display. That is Beach Road in Olei and GPPC bringing fine traffic to a neighborhood near you. They are just one RFP away from making your day. Hey, it is a great day today. Don't worry about it, Saipan. Who cares about that traffic? That just means you can be hanging out and enjoying the beautiful roads that we've got out here in the Marianas. And hopefully we'll get you through it. Anyway, 79 degrees here. Humidity at 82%. After we got a little sprinkling last night. We're going to get some of that today, too. Looking at partly sunny skies with a high near 85. Going to be windy again today with gusts near 24 miles per hour. Going to be a little bit like that tonight, too. Isolated showers, mostly cloudy skies, low around 75. It's still going to be blowing around tomorrow as well. Only tomorrow we're looking at scattered showers. High near 86 and a 30% chance of rain all day, all night tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, by the way, today until 4 p.m., we've also still got a rip current statement in effect, so be careful out there. You do not want to be caught in the crosshairs of a rip current. Remember what happens if you do get caught in a rip current? Don't fight it. You can't win. There's no chance. They're undefeated. So make sure you ride it out, but try to swim parallel to the shore. Wave your hands and yell, and hopefully you will get picked up and you will be fine. Or you'll make your way back. Just get out of the current. Don't fight it. Can't do it. You won't win. That's not how it works. All right, so anyway, we're going to get you down and talk to you a little bit about what traffic we got going on this morning because we definitely have some, and it's a little bit everywhere. So let's get you guys your first look at traffic this morning. Here we are. We're over here at, let's look at, oh my goodness. If you're going through Aslito, Angel Monsignor Martinez, you're through the worst of it. Yes, I know it's backed up a bit, and I know it's really slow a bit, but you know you've seen worse. It's not that bad. Over there by the college, a little bit slow. Over there by the intersection. Over there by the intersection that matters at IT&E, looking pretty good right now. Not too shabby at all. How about the old AK? Well, if you're coming back from Garapan, it's going to be a little bit slow when you get to Chalamonte Guerrero. And you can already see outside. That's what that looks like. That's slow, 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 still slow. It gets even worse as you back up past the mayor's office. You're going past the ball field, past the mayor's office, all the way to the courthouse. That's how far back traffic is backed up on Beach Road right now. If you've got an alternate way around, do it. Trust me, it's a monster if you're trying to get anywhere from the courthouse going north to the old AK intersection. Today is not your day. At least right now is not your day. So don't expect that you're going to get there if you're trying to get there in a hurry. Not going to happen. It's just slow. All the way down Beach Road, though, it's a little spotty. Over there by the post office, it's a little slow as well. And then even in in Chalumpiao, it's not as bad as it has been in the past, but it's still not fast. How about Guangdong Hardware? Guangdong Hardware is looking okay. We're going to scroll all the way past. It's a little bit slow by Knapp, but you know that already. It's the beginning of the month. So nutrition assistance program doling out benefits for folks. Over there along near San Vicente Elementary School, it's a little bit slow as people pop the brakes a little bit as they go past the school. And thank you for doing that. Let's keep going. Cagman looking pretty good. Cagman intersection all the way around Issa Drive down to, it's a little bit, there's some people stuck at the lower base traffic light for sure in both directions. Not sure what's going on over there, but we do know it's just a little bit slow over there at the bottom of Issa Drive and Middle Road in Sototasi. Heading down over there by Spicy Thai, still looking good. A little bit of slower traffic right in front of the Marianas Heights complex and the tennis courts. Micro Beach Road and Navy Hill Road. It's a little bit slow in every direction. You can definitely see where people are dropping off their kids over at Grace Christian today. Definitely slower over there. It's a little bit slower where kids are being dropped off. Of course, kids aren't dropping off their parents, although that would be a way better news story. We're at Garapan Elementary School. Elementary school kids driving on their own. What's going on? When you try to get there around Middle Road, though, everywhere from JG Sablon going south all the way down to the Taro Sioux store, it is not fast. It is definitely slow. People trying to head north on there are going to be going there really creeping slow. Again, Beach Road's the way to go this morning once you pass by all the madness that is right outside of our office. It's a little slow again over there by Subway and Yukon on Middle Road. Beach Road, again, that's the section that you want to use. Everything from Chalamonte Guerrero north on Beach Road, that's your way to go. Middle Road is just all clogged up today. This is not the best day for it. But anyway, that's your first look at traffic over here. Again, take a look at all that unhappiness out there. Nobody's liking what it looks like. That guy's walking on the road. It looks exactly the same today as it did yesterday. So all those cones, maybe they were for a purpose. All I know is that dog way out there looks like he's having a good day trying to cross the street. He's just hanging out, watching things going on. Kind of like how we are when it comes to seeing what's happening in the mainland right now. And to give you a little bit of an update on what's happening in the mainland, we're going to get you your first look at what's happening from the Associated Press. We got your brand new, fresh off the presses update. We're also going to have your first induction for the Hall of Fame of Not Ashamed. We're going to be doing that a little bit today. So first, let's get you the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Mike Hempen. President Trump says beginning tomorrow, 25% taxes on imports from Mexico and Canada will start.
So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
The tariff announcement sparks renewed fears of a North American trade war that already showed signs of pushing up inflation and hindering growth. Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly says Canada will fight back.
If Trump is imposing tariffs, we're ready. We are ready with $155 billion worth of tariffs, and we're ready with the first tranche of tariffs, which is $30 billion, which is already known.
Trump has said the tariffs are to force the two U.S. neighbors to step up their fight against fentanyl trafficking and stop illegal immigration. But he also has indicated he wants to even the trade imbalance with both countries, as well as push more factories to relocate to the U.S. The Vatican says Pope Francis has suffered 2 acute respiratory crises and is back on non-invasive mechanical ventilation. Doctors say his condition remains guarded. Powerful storms with a threat of tornadoes are expected to hit Louisiana and other parts of the South on Tuesday. This occurring just as revelers are set to celebrate Mardi Gras in New Orleans and other southern cities. This will be one of the first big tests for the National Weather Service after hundreds of its forecasters were fired last week under President Trump's moves to slash the federal government. Lighter winds in North and South Carolina are helping firefighters battle blazes that caused evacuations and threatened hundreds of homes over the weekend. Firefighters kept a massive blaze near Myrtle Beach from destroying any homes. This is AP News. Kroger's CEO is stepping down.
Kroger chairman and CEO Rodney McMullen is stepping down after an internal investigation into his personal conduct. The company said that the investigation into McMullen's personal conduct was unrelated to the business, but was found to be inconsistent with Kroger's business ethics policy. Board member Ronald Sargent will serve as chairman and interim CEO, effective immediately. McMullen, who is 64, began his career with Kroger in 1978 as a part-time bagger and stock clerk. He served as Kroger's CEO since 2014. I'm Haya Panchwani.
U.S. stocks fell sharply and wiped out even more of their gains since President Trump's election after he said that tariffs on Canada and Mexico would take effect within hours. The S&P dropped nearly 2%. The Dow was down 1.5%. The NASDAQ slumped 2.6%. I'm Mike Hempen, AP News. AP News, I'm Mike Hempen. President Trump says beginning tomorrow, 25% taxes on imports from Mexico and Canada will start.
So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
The tariff announcement sparks renewed fears of a North American trade war that already showed signs of pushing up inflation and hindering growth. Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly says Canada will fight back.
If Trump is imposing tariffs, we're ready. We are ready with $155 billion worth of tariffs, and we're ready with the first tranche of tariffs, which is $30 billion, which is already known.
Trump has said the tariffs are to force the two U.S. neighbors to step up their fight against fentanyl trafficking and stop illegal immigration. But he also has indicated he wants to even the trade imbalance with both countries, as well as push more factories to relocate to the U.S. The Vatican says Pope Francis has suffered 2 acute respiratory crises and is back on non-invasive mechanical ventilation. Doctors say his condition remains guarded. Powerful storms with a threat of tornadoes are expected to hit Louisiana and other parts of the South on Tuesday. This occurring just as revelers are set to celebrate Mardi Gras in New Orleans and other southern cities. This will be one of the first big tests for the National Weather Service after hundreds of its forecasters were fired last week under President Trump's moves to slash the federal government. Lighter winds in North and South Carolina are helping firefighters battle blazes that caused evacuations and threatened hundreds of homes over the weekend. Firefighters kept a massive blaze near Myrtle Beach from destroying any homes. This is AP News. Kroger's CEO is stepping down.
Kroger chairman and CEO Rodney McMullen is stepping down after an internal investigation into his personal conduct. The company said that the investigation into McMullen's personal conduct was unrelated to the business, but was found to be inconsistent with Kroger's business ethics policy. Board member Ronald Sargent will serve as chairman and interim CEO, effective immediately. McMullen, who is 64, began his career with Kroger in 1978 as a part-time bagger and stock clerk. He served as Kroger's CEO since 2014. I'm Haya Panjwani.
U.S. stocks fell sharply and wiped out even more of their gains since President Trump's election after he said that tariffs on Canada and Mexico would take effect within hours. The S&P dropped nearly 2%. The Dow was down 1.5%. The NASDAQ slumped 2.6%. I'm Mike Hempen, AP News.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious about themselves. But at Laddie Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that could help you. So Laddie Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas, and now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're gonna go fast.
It is 8:12 in the morning, March 4th, and we are rocking and rolling. We're doing all kinds of new things going on right now. But one of the things that I wanted to do, I want to talk about this story before we get into some of the heavier stuff. But I love this story because I love this photo. It is my favorite photo, I think, so far of any photo that we've received from DPS. And this is it. DPS ended up getting the guy who got a car from Marianas Variety. I don't know, Variety just happened to be the one who's the target of this one. But this guy's photo, he is the chillest of villains. He's like, yeah. It's like the Hall of Fame and not a shame. So I did reach out to them before this because I just saw your comment, by the way, Peggy. That's cool. But I asked DPS, I'm like, hey, is this guy like mentally handicapped or something? Like, is there something? I don't want to pile on some guy. He's like, no, as far as we know, we just deal with him a lot. He's not. He has not been presented to us as having any kind of disability. So we did check with that first. What's his name though? How do you pronounce it? All right, it's Olgnishang Iked Mengadeb, and my goodness, that's a great pose for when you get booked by DPS. So here's what happened. They got a call on Sunday that they're like, hey, somebody stole our car, because apparently it happened when they rolled into the office in the afternoon. But they took a look at like their cameras and they like, holy crap, somebody stole it. Someone stole the keys the day before. And then somebody reached their hand into the drop box, took the keys for the car, and then went out driving around. I'm like, holy cow. So they went out and found it just a couple hours later. And somewhere around Lynn's Barbecue in Garapan. Like, what's this guy doing? And you know where else they found? They found him in the driver's seat. How? Like, I don't want to give tips to the bad guys, but stealing a branded company car seems like a bad idea to do. I mean, hey, I've been seeing someone else driving around the Last Shot truck for a while, but I know the story about that one. I know that that's not Travis Jones driving that truck. We talked about it on the show last week. But either way, that's a totally different scenario. That's a totally different story. I love this story and that picture for this guy. Hold on, let's get it back up here. It's the Hall of Fame and not a shame. You know, like, I guess if you're going to take a mugshot, own it, right? He's owning out of that one, right? I mean, he is. He's like, yes, that's me. That's me. Oh my God. I only hope that this guy is as cool as he looks in the photo. Like, as far as like he's an easygoing kind of fun guy. You would hope he's not like one of those really bad guys. We got a bunch of those around. Hey, I want to say good morning to you guys too. Look at over there. Mariano, good morning. Great to see you. Peeling, great. The CETA Awards banquet. John Williams, that's the first I heard of it, so I don't know anything about it. So I would need to get some info about it. Drop me a message and send me some of the info and see if we can't help out with that. Yeah, they got to know us. That's the CETA, but the way you're spelling it with the S, that's got to be the Saipan Electronic Arts Association, right? So I don't know. I don't have the info on that, but I'll definitely get down there at some point if we can to cover it. Even if we can't, if we can get good contact info with the organizers, then we'll make sure we post it and we'll talk about it and everything like that. So happy to do that. Hey, speaking of things that are posting. Want to do this again. We mentioned this to you, and we're going to start sharing this. We showed you guys this the first time. Is this it? Yeah. So we did this last week. We got it started with our first RFP. Well, it turns out it's a good thing. People like this. Apparently, it's working, and so we're going to continue showing you stuff like this. Because it is working. So we've got more RFPs to tell you about. This might not be the sexy part of the show because it's not the juicy part of the news, but it's a really good deal for us, and we want to bring that to you too. So again, that's something new that we're doing. We are doing RFPs. So if you're advertising something for your organization, we can do that now, and we can do it in a different way that other folks don't. So this is the RFP that's going out. One of two, by the way, from the CNMI Broadband Policy and Development Office. This one is to provide technical support for environmental and historical preservation compliance. And copies of the specified or the specifications may be obtained by the Munis Vendor Access Portal over at selfservice.dof.gov.mp/VSS Or you can go to the office of the Director of Procurement Services located in Building 12386 Ascension Drive, Capitol Hill, Saipan during regular working hours. Questions regarding this RFP can be made via email at cnmi.bpd@gmail.com. You got to do it by 4:30 tomorrow Standard Time on March 7th. So that's this week, guys. Get ready. The provisions of the CNMI procurement regulations, NMIAC section 70-30.3 to 725 and 70-30.3 to 7-730, prohibiting gratuities, kickbacks, and contingent fees shall apply. CNMI government reserves the right to reject any and all bids or portions thereof and waive the immediate defects if to do so would be in the best interest of the CNMI government. So that's an RFP that's out there right now. You've got until March 14th to submit your your proposal by 9:30. Again, more of the details, you can pick them up over there at procurement. And you can, if you've got specific questions about it, you can email cnmi.bpd@gmail.com by 4:30 p.m. on March 7th. After that, though, you're going to be out of luck. You're not going to get a response in that time. Let's go. That's not the only one. We've got another one from them as well. And this one, here, let's open this up so we can read it. This is going to be another thing that they're doing. The BEAD subgrant portal for project-funded areas applications will officially open on March 31st. It will remain open for 45 days. The CNMI Broadband Policy and Development Office is administering the BEAD grant to fund the deployment of broadband infrastructure across the CNMI's 21 project-funded areas, the PFA. The projects will utilize funding from the BEAD allocation and subgrantee match requirements to deploy an underground end-to-end fiber optic broadband network to all unserved and underserved broadband serviceable locations, they call them BSLs, in the CNMI. Eligible entities are encouraged to apply beginning March 31st, 2025. Dates and details are subject to change. For more information or to just stay updated, visit CNMI BPD's website, which is bpd.cnmi.gov, or contact them directly on email, cnmibpd@gmail.com. Now, the BEAD, what is it? It's the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment Program. It's a federal initiative under the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. The BEAD program provides funding to expand high-speed internet access, focusing on the unserved and underserved locations, community anchor institutions, and workforce development initiatives. So it's a really great thing that's going on. So if you want to get more info, again, the applications are officially opening for this on March 31st, and it's going to be open for 45 days. So we're going to be telling you about this every day up until the end of the month, and then who knows what's next with them. All right, you looking for a job? I got 3 job openings for you. No, not here. Not here in Saipan at the NMI News Service. 3 teaching jobs. Now, we all know things are happening with PSS. PSS is great. And if they have an RFP, I'll do it too. But I've got 3 openings. First one starts, and these are all for Saipan International School, looking for teachers and a pretty fancy position too. This one's for a 5th grade teacher, and let me put that on there on the screen for you too. This is for Saipan International School, and they're looking to start with the new school year, so that starts in August. It says Saipan International School is seeking a passionate and dedicated grade 5 teacher for the 2025 to 2026 school year. As a leading independent nonprofit college prep school in the CNMI, SIS provides a dynamic and supportive learning environment where students thrive academically and personally. All right, so here's some info on the grade 5 teaching. It says they'll be responsible for creating and engaging and challenging learning experience that fosters student growth across core subjects, including English language, arts, math, science, and social studies. The ideal candidate will emphasize critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity, preparing students for success in middle school and beyond. Key responsibilities for this position: you design and implement student-centered lessons that align with SIS's curriculum and standards. Foster a positive classroom environment that encourages curiosity, respect, and responsibility. Differentiate instruction to meet diverse student learning needs, assess and track student progress, providing regular feedback to students and parents, collaborate with colleagues to enhance cross-curricular. This is why I'm not the 5th grade teacher here. Here we go. Let's do that again. Collaborate with colleagues to enhance cross-curricular learning opportunities. I really thought circular seemed like a wrong word there. It turns out it was. You also want to support school-wide initiatives, including extracurricular activities and community service projects. Now, here's what you need if you want to be a teacher over there. The basics. Bachelor's degree or higher in education or a related field. Your teaching certification and at least 2 years of teaching experience. That's preferred. Strong classroom management skills and commitment to student engagement. Experience with inquiry-based learning and technology integration is a plus. Passion for international education and working in a diverse cultural setting. So they say, why join SIS? Well, it's located on the tropical island of Saipan. SIS offers small class sizes, a collaborative teaching environment, and an engaged school community. Teachers enjoy a supportive faculty, enthusiastic students, and a welcoming island lifestyle. If you're interested to apply, please send an email to r.snyder@sissaipan.net by March 17th and include a cover letter detailing your teaching philosophy and experience, a current CV or resume, maximum of 2 pages, and contact information with 3 professional references. For more information, you can check them out at saipaninternationalschool.com. And they'd like you to know that Saipan International School is an equal opportunity employer committed to educational excellence and teaching success. All right, so a lot of that you guys are going to be able to get for this next one too, because that one is just for the 5th grade teacher spot. Well, now they also have a position open for a middle school teacher. And the middle school teacher, same opening date. They're looking for a middle and high school English teacher for next school year. That starts in August 2025. And the English teacher will be responsible for teaching students in possibly grades 6 to 12, including pre-AP English 2 for grade 10. The ideal candidate will inspire students to become strong leaders, writers, and communicators while preparing them for advanced placement English courses and college-level academics. Pretty fancy stuff. Now, here are your key responsibilities for this position. Teach middle and high school English classes, including literature, composition, and literature or language studies. Develop and implement engaging student-centered lessons that promote critical thinking and analytical skills. Also, key responsibilities: teach pre-AP English 2, which is grade 10, and help students build the skills necessary for the AP level coursework. Provide meaningful feedback on student writing and assessments. Foster a positive discussion-based and inquiry-driven classroom environment. Collaborate with colleagues to enhance cross-disciplinary learning. Support school-wide initiatives, including extracurricular activities, student clubs, and community services. Now, here's your qualifications: a bachelor degree or higher in English, literature, education, or a related field. You also need a teaching certificate and at least 2 years of teaching experience, preferred. Experience teaching high school literature and writing, AP or pre-AP experience is a plus. Strong classroom management and a passion for student engagement and academic growth. Experience with discussion-based instruction and project-based learning and technology integration is a plus, and international teaching experience is preferred. Now, for both of these positions, including what we've got for the next one, they're looking all for people who are eligible to work in the United States right now. You're already, this is exactly what they're looking for: someone a local hire or U.S. eligible. Now, when you're going to apply, you got to do this by March 17th. Send the following to r.snyder@sissaipan.net. Send your cover letter detailing the teaching philosophy and experience. Include a CV or resume with a maximum of 2 pages, and your contact information for 3 professional references. And if you want to pick up some more info on this, go to saipaninternationalschool.com. All right, are you ready for the last one? This is the big one, too. Are you ready? Okay. Hey, guys, if you're teaching right now, if you're a principal at a school right now, this is the one that you definitely don't want to miss. I'm going to take a sip of coffee for this one. Saipan International School, looking for a new headmaster for the new school year. Yes, Saipan International School is seeking a visionary and student-centered leader to serve as headmaster for the 25-26 academic year and beyond. As a premier independent nonprofit college preparatory school in the CNMI, SIS has a long tradition of academic excellence, a diverse and engaged student body, and a commitment to holistic education. All right, so here's some stuff about SIS, because you're going to want to know more about it if you're going to be the headmaster. It was founded in 1994. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Saipan International School serves students from pre-K through grade 12, offering a rigorous curriculum aligned with U.S. standards. The school is accredited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges and provides robust advanced placement programs, including AP Capstone, making it the first AP Capstone school in the CNMI. SIS emphasizes academic achievement, character development, and global citizenship, fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Now, here's the responsibilities for the headmaster for SIS. Provide strategic leadership and direction for all aspects of the school's academic and administrative functions. Foster a culture of academic excellence, innovation, and student support. Oversee faculty recruitment, professional development, and retention. Strengthen the student safety and well-being through integrated support systems in alignment with SIS's school-wide learning objectives. Also, engage with parents, alumni, and the wider community to enhance partnerships in school development, ensure financial sustainability and effective operational management, support and expand extracurricular programs, including athletics, arts, and service learning initiatives. Now, here's your qualifications if you want to be the headmaster for Saipan International School. Again, this is coming up for the next school year. You're looking for a master's degree or higher and a minimum of 5 years of leadership experience in an international, independent, or college preparatory school in education, educational leadership, or a related field. Or master's degree or higher in education, educational leadership, or related field, plus 5 years experience working with high school age children or school age children. Also, demonstrated success in leadership and student engagement. Strong understanding of AP programs, accreditation processes, and school improvement initiatives. Excellent communication, problem solving, and community building skills, and international experience is preferred. Now, why should you choose SIS? Again, located on the tropical paradise of Saipan, SIS offers dynamic and culturally diverse environment. The island provides a high quality of life with outdoor recreation, a warm community, and a unique international education setting. If you want to apply, you've got to submit the following to ron.snyder@sissaipan.net by March 17th. Submit your cover letter detailing your educational philosophy and leadership experience. Submit your CV or resume with a maximum of 2 pages and a list of 3 professional references. If you want to get more information about this, go to saipaninternationalschool.com. There you go. That is your 3 positions that are open at Saipan International School for the upcoming school year. They're looking for a 5th grade teacher. They're looking for a middle school and high school English teacher, and they are looking for a new headmaster for the new school year. Guys, it's a great position. All 3 of those at a great school. The small class sizes, you're going to get paid a good amount of money, and you get to go at one of the best schools here in the CNMI. And they're one of the best schools because, well, they're paying for these RFPs. True story. They have to. It's not a donation. But we're happy to have them on here. Guys, that took a little bit of time to get through. And, and now we've got to talk about some of the issues that we've got here. But those are the things. So you've got RFPs from BPD and SIS. All these will be posted on our regular page today. And we'll be posting them on our Facebook, and we'll be posting them on our Instagram as well. So we've got a whole lot of stuff to get to. But before we do that, we are going to take a real quick break, guys. But you just did. I know, but we're going to take another one. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious of themselves. But at Laddie Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that could help you. So Laddie Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for better car replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
March 4th, 1933. In Washington, Franklin D. Roosevelt is sworn in as president. He pledges to lead America out of the Great Depression in his inaugural address.
So first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
1987, also in Washington, President Ronald Reagan takes responsibility for the Iran-Contra affair. He acknowledges his administration's overtures to Tehran deteriorated into an arms-for-hostages deal.
A few months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts and the evidence tell me it is not.
And 1902, birth of the AAA, as the American Automobile Association is founded in Chicago. Today in history, March 4th. David Melendi, The Associated Press.
All right, CNMI, we are coming back now. That was Today in History. It's a regular daily feature that we've got for you here on Good Morning Marianas. Not only do we want to get you up to date with everything that's happening around the world and here in the CNMI, also want to make sure that we can do those kind of recaps. It's a regular feature that they've got from the Associated Press, and what do they say? Those who aren't aware of their history are doomed to repeat it. Something like that. I think it goes something like that. All right. Anyway, going through, I'm just getting bombarded with messages from you guys, which is great. And by the way, Tobot is like, yeah, I used to go to NMC to pull out my money at the ATM. Dude, that was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hey, want to let you know our phone lines are open, so you guys are free to give us a call at 670-789-2323. 670-789-2323. And I want to talk about, there's okay, the bigger thing we're about to talk about is about the whole English thing. But I love two stories. And the first one we're talking about is this CHCC. The second C, nobody knows what it stands for. It's true, because healthcare is one word. Even in the way they write it. In their own press release, it says Commonwealth, one word. Healthcare, one word. Corporation, one word. It's CHC in their own press release. All right, so CHCC, it says the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation is actively monitoring the measles outbreak. Measles? I thought we were done with measles. No, we're not done with measles, because a bunch of anti-vaccine people started getting all like quirky about it. You know, so like, remember, everybody gets the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella. Well, some people didn't get them. They thought it was not a good idea for your kids. Well, the thing is, that's not a problem. The MMR vaccine is what keeps you from getting measles, mumps, and rubella. You don't want it. You don't want them on your knees. Then they're called measles. Okay, I know. Calm down. All right, well, anyway, we haven't had it here, but in the States, a lot of those folks who are opting out of doing that are ended up getting it. And that means it exposes other people to be able to get it. So thanks a lot, knuckleheads. All right, so the CDC and prevention, the Centers for Disease Control Prevention, have reported that decline in measles vaccination globally have increased the risk of larger measles outbreaks worldwide, including mainland United States. How is that happening in the United States? We're supposed to be great. As of February 25th, there were 124 cases of measles reported in the state of Texas. I guess everything's bigger at Texas, along with those stars at night being big and bright. But they've even had one death of an unvaccinated child because of freaking measles. Measles! All right, additionally, 8 other states have confirmed cases of measles. Your best protection against measles, vaccinations. That's it. Don't freak out. That's just it. All right, just get them. Get them for yourself, get them for your kids. CDC recommends that people get their measles, mumps, rubella vaccine as follows. If you're a kid, ask your parents. You can't just go walking around saying, stab me. No. Children should receive 2 doses. The first one is like right at with between 12 and 15 months, and the second one is 4 to 6 years old. Students at post-high school educational institutions, 2 doses separated by about a month, like one at the beginning of 1 month, one at the end of that same month. Adults, just 1 dose, except certain adults who are in high-risk settings who probably need 2. That means, what's a high-risk setting? You got healthcare personnel, or you work in a lot of big group settings. The other groups are international travelers. Infants who are 6 to 11 months of age should receive at least 1 dose. Infants who get 1 dose before their first birthday should still get 2 more doses at the other one that we talked about, one between 12 and 15 months, and then the other about a month later. Children who are 12 months of age and older should receive 2 doses separated by 28 days, and teenagers and adults should receive 2 doses separated by at least 28 days. Right? Sounds about right? Okay. If you want to get that done, you should reach out to the hospital. You can contact the CHCC immunization program at 236-8745. Now, they're open Monday to Saturday, 7:30 in the morning to 4:30 p.m. The only day they're not doing it is Sunday, so you can make it. You can definitely make it. They got all kinds of vaccines available for children from, it says 0 to 18. I guess that counts as 0 your first year. Especially if you have Medicaid or no insurance at no cost to families. If you need your kids to get a vaccination for measles, mumps, rubella, or all the other stuff they got over there at the immunization clinic, it doesn't cost you anything. It's no cost to your families at
the immunization clinic or the Children's Health Clinic, Rhoda Health Center, or Tinian Health Center. Vaccines also available through the following CNMI provider locations: Medical Associates of the Pacific, Marianas Medical Center, Cagman Isla Community Health, Southern Isla Community Health, Tinian Isla Community Health, Brabu Pharmacy. Please contact these locations for their vaccine availability and their eligibility requirements. Now, measles can cause serious health complications and may result in death, especially in children under 5 years of age and in infants of under 1 year of age who are too young to be vaccinated against the disease. According to CDC, 1 out of every 20 children with measles gets pneumonia, and 1 out of 1,000 develops encephalitis, which is the swelling of the brain. So nearly 1 out of 3 of 1,000 children who become infected with measles will die from respiratory and neurological complications. So reach out to them. Give them a call. You can call the hospital. Their general number is 234-8950, or you can check them out at chcc.health.com. Or no, it's just chcc.health. That's it. There's no .com. All right? So how about that? Oh, let's see. I got a reply from them. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me reply. This is from the hospital, by the way. This is great. Yes, please. They can call. That's awesome. So I reached out to the hospital last night when we got the press release, and I said, "Hey, can we get someone from there to call us and talk to us about it?" And they said, so I just got there, like, "Yeah, can we still do this? We got a doctor who'd be happy to do that now," and so let's see if they can call us and do that for us. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to some of the other stuff. This is something I love out of the local news here. And this is our representative from Rhoda, Julie Ogo. That's right. She is happy about all these things that are being done with Public Works. But she's asking DPW to screen people a little more carefully. I love that. Because we talk about this with our amazing road work that's happening outside that we see, this 10-year beach road project that should have been done. She sent a letter to Ray Umel and saying that she was pleased to know that Senate President James Mendiola had discussed the challenges pertaining to these incomplete road resurfacing projects on Rhoda. Well, Rhoda is one thing, but they've got a lot on Saipan as well. And she said, hey, she urges DPW Secretary and the technical team to implement a more effective screening process for bidders in future projects, including the selection of new contractors to rectify the defects caused by their previous folks at Radiocom. So, I mean, I think they should definitely screen them a little closer so we can see if they can handle the Beach Road project. Hold on, we got a reply. Oh, I got a reply from the doc. Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm talking to a doctor right now. All right, so there we go. How cool is that? So we'll see which number they call on. I said, hey, they're like, what is a direct number to call you for a quick chat? So I'm like, well, I'm on the show right now. The show number is this, and if you want to chat offline, call that. So we'll see which one they call on. So let's sit here and wait. That was a pretty quick reply from the doc. And I'm excited about this. This will be pretty neat. Okay, let's see how this thing goes. We're just waiting here. And I got to, while we do this, I'll get the lower third ready. That one's going to stay the same. I got to make sure I get the spelling right. What's the last name? We'll find out if we get a call. We'll find out if we get the call right now from the doc. We replied to their email, and we'll see what number they ring us on. Will it be on the show phone, or are they going to call us on the Brad Bat phone? If they call me on the Brad phone, I'm going to throw to a quick commercial, just so I can help set that up. Ooh, who is this? Oh, hey, John, thanks so much for sending the info for CETA. I just got it. All right, so the doc is on a call until 9:30. So we'll go after that. So, all right, so we're not going to get the doc on with us yet. But we're going to get some info about that with the measles, mumps, rubella shots. So I want to make sure that we get that info for you. The main thing is that's something that folks should definitely attend to really quick if you haven't already. So I'm going to get past that. And this is one of the things I want to talk to you. Can you believe it's already 9 o'clock? Just about. It's this whole thing about the White House executive order about English being the official language. That John says, careful, you might get a call from Dr. Dre. Yeah, you might. You might get a call from Dr. Dre. You can't forget about him. Because Eminem told you forgot about Dre. All right. But this one I think is more interesting about how I don't think this affects us here. It's not like it changes our official language in the CNMI or anything like that. Again, but this I think goes that it eliminates the need for folks to play like marque número dos. So this is the executive order that came out over the weekend. And it says, by authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America is hereby ordered. Section 1, purpose and policy. And I can share this stuff with you. Hold on. So you can see the full bit of this thing on your own. So it says, from the founding of our republic, English has been used as our national language. Our nation's historic governing documents, including the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, have all been written in English. It is therefore long past time that English is declared as the official language of the United States. You know, that sounds like too nice of a voice for this. I think it really needs to hear, a nationally designated language is at the core of the unified and cohesive society. I don't know. I didn't need the break there. And the United States is strengthened by a citizenry that can freely exchange ideas in one shared language. In welcoming new Americans, a policy of encouraging the learning and adoption of our national language will make the United States a shared home and empower new citizens to achieve the American dream. Speaking English not only opens doors economically, but helps newcomers engage in their communities, participate in national traditions, and give back to our society. This order recognizes and celebrates the long tradition of multilingual American citizens who have learned English and passed it on to their children for generations to come. To promote unity, cultivate a shared American culture for all citizens, ensure consistency in government operations, and create a pathway to civic engagement, it is in America's best interest for the federal government to designate one and only one official language. Establishing English as the official language will not only streamline communication, but also reinforce shared national values and create a more cohesive and efficient society. Accordingly, this order designates English as the official language of the United States. Now, what does it mean? Here's some definitions. The executive order from 2000, improving access for services, persons with limited English proficiency, it's hereby revoked. Nothing in this order, however, requires or directs any change in the services provided by the agency. Agency heads should make decisions as they deem necessary to fulfill their respective agency's mission and efficiently provide government services to the American people. Agency heads are not required to amend, remove, or otherwise stop production of documents, products, or other services in languages other than English. So they can still do all that stuff. The Attorney General is also going to rescind any policy guidance documents issued pursuant to that order and provide updated guidance consistent with the law. So it's not like they're taking a lot of stuff away. They're basically saying, though, like, hey, we're going to finally have a national language. National language is going to be English. Makes sense. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Of course, I grew up with one language and that was it. And I studied a couple other languages in schools. I don't think it's a bad deal. But I think, again, there's got to be a happy medium in there where people can figure out a way to learn English so that they can communicate with everybody in the United States without scrapping any native tongue that they have. Because I think that, holding on to some cultures and traditions from wherever you're from is a good thing, and passing that along. You got to know where you're from. And you, like, I didn't learn a whole lot of Polish on my dad's side, and I would have loved to. I learned a little bit here and there, but that would certainly have been helpful to like stuff I'd want to pass on to the kids and all that stuff. But I do like to make it where it's easier. Yeah, I do like it where it's easier to conduct business. So it's like we don't live in a world of Star Trek where everybody has like this this translator device, right? That's already in your head. So everybody learns this so that you could do business in the United States. It makes sense. It really does make sense to have a universal language. If you can't get like a chip that's got a translator, I think that's the best way to go. Again, not to diminish anybody else's culture, language, history, all that other stuff. I think families should definitely hang on to it. That's what they would talk about. I'm a little bit older than a lot of our younger viewers, and where they would speak English at work, and like going back to like my parents, not to me, but my grandparents to my parents, where they may speak English wherever they are, and then speak the native language at the house. Like that's how they would end up doing it, so they wouldn't lose it. And then there were people in my parents' generation that they didn't even get to hear that. They didn't even get to hear the native language at home because they wanted to make sure that their kids were fluent in English and it wasn't going to be an issue for them. So that they would just be Americans. We're the only country that has this, right? We're the only country that has this because every other country is a melting pot. Every other country is a country of that place. Like Japan is Japanese. China is Chinese. Granted, I know. Let's not go into every single. No, like Filipinos are from Philippines. Well, but the Ilocanos, I'm like, okay, well, calm down. We're not going to break it down by every individual subculture and stuff like that. But I mean, like, they're from the same place. America's got people from everywhere. And so you need something to tie that together, at least for communication, because if you can't communicate, you can't move forward. I know. I don't think that this should be viewed as discounting anybody's heritage or anything any way through, because that would be, ineffective, and counterproductive. But hopefully, this is something that makes things a little bit easier, Anyway, It's a big topic. This won't affect anything here in the CNMI. It won't change a single thing here. It doesn't impede our culture because we're still going to have our 3 languages here. That's just for the U.S., right? Because there aren't states that have the official state language as this. No. We're going to be just fine. It doesn't hurt us. It doesn't impact us. We're still good to go. So don't worry. There's nothing crazy about that one. There's plenty of crazy stuff going on. But I'd love to hear what you think about it, because it's not just, hey, my opinion is the only one that counts. No, that's not how this party works. But I would love to hear what you think about this. You know, I definitely want to hear what you think about it, because it's an important thing. And I know a lot of people were worried that it was going to affect us here in the CNMI, this designation. But I don't think it does. I don't think it changes a single thing about how we operate here. And I think we're going to be just fine. Love language is my official language. Oh my God, that's awesome. That is great. Hold on, sorry. Am I able to get this info out? All right. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to put this out. Am I able to get it on there? Yeah, hold on. I'm going to share this screen. There you go. So there's a new position open with the Saipan Chamber of Commerce. You could get another job. I already gave you like 5 different jobs you can get today. 3 different jobs plus 2 contracts you could bid on. This one is where you could be an administrative staffer / marketing coordinator for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce. And I know it's good money because I was just talking with the executive director about it last night. This is a great deal for someone who's looking for a great job, or you're looking for a new change. And I know there's people looking for jobs out there, and an admin / marketing coordinator. This is a great job for you to grow professionally and to flex your creativity a little bit. Check this out. Your key duties are going to include promoting the chamber services to all businesses. Cool. Advocating for chamber membership, connecting businesses and driving success. There you go. And boosting operations by maximizing efficiency. That's right, streamlining. You're like, oh, okay, no, I'm not going to do it. Qualifications. Well, I mean, you got to love to meet new people, learn and do new things and have fun. Oh, that's a tough one. Excellent verbal and written communication skills. That's a nice one. And a high level of competency with various office software and technology. Look, this is a great job. I tell you that you're going to be working with great people. The executive director is Kim Camacho, and she could not be a nicer, kinder person to work with and work for. Whoever gets this job is going to be in a great spot working with her and Ray Tudela. It's going to be such a wonderful spot. You can send your cover letter and resume to k.camacho@saipanchamber.org. You can also scan that QR code right there, and you can get the full position description. So that's it. You can also give them a call at 234-7150, 234-7150. This is a great spot, guys. I'm telling you, this is a great opportunity. I highly recommend it. If you know somebody who could do a little bit of the old creativity stuff online, you're some admin stuff for sure, but you're going to be doing like all the social media stuff and all that. It's a great gig. It's such a great gig. I look forward to seeing who gets in there, because then I get to work with them too. As I'm one of the board members for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, and I am also the chairman of the Armed Forces Committee. So I get to do all the cool stuff. At least for me, I call it the cool stuff. When the military comes in, deal with all the DOD stuff. I kind of love that stuff. So it's pretty cool. All right, we are going to take a break. It's 9:02, but before we do, we're going to get you the latest update from the Associated Press, because it is ready, hot off the presses.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. President Trump says tariffs on America's 2 biggest trading partners will kick in tomorrow.
25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico.
The president had put them off last month, but says there's no avoiding them now.
No room left.
He says the plan is to force the two American neighbors to boost their fight against fentanyl trafficking and illegal immigration, but it's already sparked fears of a North American trade war with signs of higher inflation and slower growth.
We're ready.
Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly tells CTV her nation has prepared tariffs against U.S. goods.
Plan A, Plan B.
And before the president's announcement, Mexico's Claudia Sheinbaum said she also has a plan ready. Companies from Ford to Walmart have warned of the negative impact tariffs may have on their businesses. Sagar Magani, Washington.
President Trump slamming Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky again after he suggested that the end of Russia's war against Ukraine likely is still very, very far away. In a social media post, Trump calls it the worst statement Zelensky could have made and warns America will not put up with it much longer. The Vatican says Pope Francis has suffered another breathing crisis and is back on non-invasive mechanical ventilation. Prognosis remains guarded. And Lisa Dwyer reports powerful storms with a threat of tornadoes are expected to punch through Louisiana and other parts of the South as Mardi Gras approaches.
The alarming forecast will be one of the first big tests for the National Weather Service after hundreds of its forecasters who make crucial local forecasts across the United States were fired last week. Twisters, damaging winds, and large hail are all possible as a strong storm system moves across the nation's midsection, with the bullseye zone stretching from East Texas to Alabama. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
This is AP News. Damian Troisi now with the AP Markets Report.
Stocks slumped on Wall Street Monday ahead of tariffs against key U.S. trading partners. The S&P 500 fell 1.8%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 1.5%. The Nasdaq Composite plunged 2.6%. The latest stumble for stocks follows several rocky weeks. The sell-off hit Wall Street late in the day. President Donald Trump said there was no room left for negotiations on tariffs against Canadian and Mexican imports. That dashed Wall Street's hopes that Trump would choose a less painful path for global trade. Treasury yields sank after a weaker-than-expected report on manufacturing. Damian Troisi, New York.
And Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says he may change how the gross domestic product's reported to exclude government spending. There are growing questions about how cuts pushed by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency will affect economic growth. I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back, everybody. You're still looking outside there, and you're looking at some of our RFPs that ended up coming up, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some of the positions that we had that were opening up throughout the different places, the contract availabilities that are out there, but those job opportunities with the Saipan International School and the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, just kind of outstanding. All right, so here's what we are going to do. We're not going to stretch until that conference call is done, because who knows, after that conference call that the doc is on ends at 9:30, maybe it runs a little bit late. But we're going to stay in contact with the doc, and we're going to come back on again so that we can have that interview with the doc, and then we'll do it as a standalone so that you guys can watch it and decide for yourself how you'll handle those MMR shots, the measles, mumps, and rubella, and what the impact is if your kids don't get it. Again, all the vaccinations at the CNMI vaccination, at the vaccination clinic, they're all free to kids who are from 0 to 18. It doesn't matter if you have insurance or no insurance. It's all taken care of at no expense to the family. You give them a call over there at CHC, and you can find out more information at that. You can call them at 670-234-8950, and that will do it. All right, guys, that's any news about rising economic opportunities? I don't know, not at 9:07. I know there are some cool things that are happening, but I don't have like a whole heap on stuff. What could we be excited about? I know that there was I do have something. Hold on, let me take a look. Before I get out of here, what was I looking at? Hold on. I gotta find the right one. No, that's not it. There was something I was interested in the travel industry that just happened recently. And I'm scrolling through to just see if I can find it real quick, and I might have to just remind me tomorrow. I think we got to talk about it tomorrow. I think this was an interesting thing that I could tell you about tomorrow morning. Unless I can't find it that quick. I'm just gonna be sitting here scrolling through this and looking for it for a while. That's all I got right now. Oh man, let me ask you this: did you see the video? I just don't want to get copyrighted for it because it's not mine. But it's friggin' hilarious. Have you seen that "We Are the World" video with all the world leaders? It's all AI, right? They use their voices and their likenesses like they're doing their "We Are the World" video, and it was hilarious. How long is it? It's like 4 minutes long. I'm guaranteed that I'm gonna end up getting like a copyright thing if I end up playing it though. But it's good. It just for the music alone is gonna get it. I have it. It's like ready to go, and it's really funny. What's at me? I'll send it to you. You guys get a laugh out of that. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Let's stay in contact with the doc, and then we're going to we'll go live with that and do that interview, or I'll record it just to package it a little bit nicer. But maybe we'll go live just so we can get that update on what's up with that measles, mumps, rubella stuff that's going on. All right, guys, that's it for today. We are going to wrap it up. Here, let's do this one. Wrong one. Come on. But we are going to wrap it up, and we're going to be back again tomorrow morning. But we'll be back again later this morning with that update from the doc over there at CHC about the measles, mumps, rubella shots that are available and why it's a big deal. All right. So thanks for tuning in this morning. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you a little bit later today. Tomorrow's also the general membership meeting for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce. We got folks coming in this week. Coach Ty Dorham is coming in with his team that came back from Thailand.